Hey guys, I've already made one video for an art challenge, which was basically just me rambling about my OCs. I've decided to make another one. Today I'll be drawing my characters in the amazing world of Gumball universe. I must apologize for the fact that there's a bit of repetition from the previous video, but I've also drawn two characters who didn't appear in the previous video. I won't go on and on about Randall, all the key points were already covered in the first video, but if you're interested, here's a quick ad. Do pop over to my Tumblr blog, which is about my OCS, though it also features my main blog. I'm much more active there than on YouTube. But getting back to the drawing, I depicted it as a walnut because walnuts contain omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for the brain, and they're shaped like a brain themselves. At first, I wanted a flower to grow out of it, but I couldn't quite make it work. Actually, I might not have mentioned everything, but Randall secretly likes fashion and looking after his hair. He just hides it because he's afraid of being seen as vain. Right, next character. Evelyn, she is Randall's daughter, and this is where the story splits into the main narrative, the larger part set in 2024-2025, and an epilogue set after a long time jump, when Randall already has a daughter. Also, as a side note, Evelyn is a surrogate child, and Randall is ROA's. She's just like him, intelligent, curious about the world and happy to be in her own little world, but she's more sociable and better at getting on with people, mainly because she grew up with Johnny acting as a sort of uncle. He likes the turn of the 2000s and 2010s, especially cartoons from that period. He's into science subjects, particularly chemistry and neurobiology. As for the humanities, he likes history, especially ancient history. She may seem a bit out of step with her peers, partly because she was homeschooled by Randall during her early years, but thanks to Johnny she went to a state school. She has great charisma, decent leadership skills and is someone who holds herself in high regard, but this does not mean she is immune to the influence of her father's pride. She has a very close relationship with Randall, just as he began to open up emotionally thanks to Johnny, so too has his small, tender heart become more apparent since becoming a father. For Evelyn, Randall has practically always been a scientific and often even a moral authority figure. As for why she's a tree in a pot, it's because if Randall is a nut, then she, as his daughter, is a proper little tree. At first, he wanted to include a flower motif in her design, but it always ended up looking too scary, so her face is drawn on the plaques on the trunk. I designed Johnny first, and I think it's my favorite design. I can't remember if I mentioned this in the previous video, the one about the 4 artistic styles, or what his job is, so I'll say it now. Johnny works as a cashier in a shop belonging to a fictional chain called Better in Our Wisecombe. Wisecombe is also the name of the fictional town where the story is set. He also has a hobby, drawing. Given these two factors, I thought he'd be the corporate Memphis character drawn on a sheet of notebook paper. As I mentioned in the previous video, Johnny is the more daft of the two main characters. Okay, I don't have much to say about Sophie. She's a supporting character. I like the artwork. I think her hair looks really good, and I also like the addition of her cat, Choco, in this beautiful form. Last but not least is Camille. Alexander Bondarenko appeared in the previous film as part of the cast, and here we have his grandson. Camille is a young, ambitious lad with a positive attitude towards people. He currently works at the cinema box office and is studying part-time to become a storyboard artist. After breaking up with his girlfriend, he is 17, he soon found a boyfriend. Yes, Camille is bisexual, and this wasn't so much that his parents and grandfather disliked it, but rather that they weren't prepared for it. I'm not going to explain all of its lore, but it's displayed on the screen, so if anyone's curious, they can pause the video. As for the design, I made it into a stuffed bat, because it's a symbol of, let's say, rebellion in this story, but one that still respects traditional values. Another thing is that we've known Evelyn all our lives, and I drew her when she was 16. He's 17, but he looks younger in this sketch. That's it, lads. And the next video will most likely be a makeover for my persona.